Hi there and welcome back to Mind-Body Relationship, where we talk about the mind, the body, and the relationship. My name is Emerald Hill and this is Dr. Laurie Hill.
Well, hello there, Emerald. How are you doing today?
Good. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
Today we're going to be talking about dreams.
Dreams.
And the truth is that we have different responses when it is we hear about people's dreams.
This is very true.
So the question is, are we a dream builder and grower, or are we a dream destroyer?
That's a very good question. Very internal reflection kind of question.
Well, that's right, exactly. I mean, in the profession of counseling, we are change agents, right? We're helping people change in order to, attain their dreams, their goals, their hopes, whatever it is that might be. And I think that sometimes when it is that people share whatever their goals and dreams are with others, unfortunately, what can happen is, that person can get in the way.
That's so true. This actually reminds me of watching Married at First Sight, where one of the men said to their spouse, I have all these goals and aspirations, these are my dreams, and then the spouse immediately turned to him and started knocking them all down because she felt that she was left out of those dreams.
That is so true. It's interesting, right? Because when somebody tells us whatever it is those dreams are, we think about dreams as up here, right? They're vision. There's something that you're actually really focused on. They're not secure in anything. No. They're just something that you have in your mind. And then there's reality. Reality is based, on the ground, right? And so reality is down here, right? And people who are reality-based, they ask the particular questions. Right. How? When? Where? Why? Right? All those kinds of things.
Yes.
The dreamer is busy dreaming.
Yeah.
They don't care about the how, the when, the why, what's going to get in the way, all of that kind of stuff, right? It's a dream. Very, very different basis of being. Very, very different personality styles.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. I think the optimum of what you want is the in-between almost. Yes.
Well, to pull them together, to integrate them together. It's great to have a dream, right? Everyone needs to have a dream. And then, of course, there's the reality of it.
Yeah.
Right? And I think in that episode that you're talking about, that you're right. I mean, it sounded to me like what was happening was she could actually handle a certain amount of dreams.
Yeah.
Maybe one, maybe two, something like that.
Definitely not 4 or 5.
Exactly. And then all of a sudden, the question comes into being the how, the what, the when, the where, the why, right? And so based in reality. Sure, I can dream with you for a moment, but I want to get back to the reality.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes. So, builder, grower, or destroyer?
Right.
What would you label?
Myself?
Yeah.
I would like to think of myself as a builder. I like hearing other people's dreams, and especially when it doesn't affect me, you know what I mean? Like if someone tells me I have a dream to be a pilot, I'd say go for it. Yeah, of course you have a dream to be a pilot. I'm looking at a pilot right now. Yeah, definitely.
I think that the difficult part is when our own stuff gets in the way of whatever it is that person is saying. Because what happens is that as opposed to being able to see that dream or that vision, right, what we can see are all of the things that are going to get in the way of that dream or vision.
Definitely. I think this is so true for when they say something and then you're like, oh, well, I think there's an internal reaction of, well, here's how I would never be able to achieve that dream. Just like when someone turns to you and says, oh, I would love to be, a fighter pilot. Well, obviously what goes off in my mind is like, oh, well, I can't do math. So maybe this person's really good at it or not, but here's the reality of it. You have to be good at math.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes. and where's the money going to come from, and how are you going to achieve that, especially when it is that you haven't been anything near that. Oh, yes.
Oh, yes. It's very difficult, too, when you're on the receiving end and you're sitting there and you've just told someone your dream and maybe they have the same aspirations, and then they maybe tell you how you're not going to get there, or they're going to relate to you what your advantages are as compared to them.
Exactly. And it's very interesting how it is that we create other people in our own mind, right? And we want other people to be that.
Oh, for sure.
And when it is that they state their dream, it takes it away from the image that we have of that person. And then what happens is we are forced into trying to incorporate that together.
Right.
And as human beings, we hate that.
Yes.
Because that's work.
That is work, yeah.
Exactly. So what happens is that, well, we reject that.
Oh, for sure. Like for small things, like if your friend tells you, well, I'm looking to lose weight, or I really want to compete in bodybuilding championships and things like that, and you're looking at them and you're like, I don't have a bodybuilder as a friend, and I don't know what that's like, and that's scary, so I'm gonna pew pew shoot it down.
Exactly. You must have come across this quite a bit in regards to the comedy scene.
Oh, for sure. The comedy community is filled with dreamers and dream shooter downers. Dream downers. It's very interesting because the article that we read in inspiration of this topic said if you shoot other people's dreams down, you're actually holding yourself back. And this is so true because the comedy community is so completely competitive. And what you see a lot is everyone kind of crapping on each other and saying, well, you're not funny because of this, and you're not funny because of that, and you've only gotten ahead because you're pretty, and you only gotten ahead because you're friends with the host. And it's kind of like this whole montage of this is how I'm going to put everyone else down to feel good about myself. But at the same time, when you give these people excuses for why they're doing well, and then you start to do well, those excuses kind of come back at you, and it's like, well, I only got that gig because I'm pretty, and I only got that gig because that person's my friend, and they only laughed with me because they were actually laughing at me, and things like that.
The self-deprecation of comedy.
Oh, isn't it wonderful?
Well, I think that it's really important, right? Just to be able to pay attention to that. It is true, right? If you can actually stay with somebody's dream, allow them their dream, just be with that, not get caught up in the hows and the whys and the wheres and the whats, right? Then the truth is that perhaps, just like what it is that you said, you won't stand in your own way to be able to dream.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, that's a wonderful point. And if you're a realist, I've had plenty of realist friends, but the truth is you actually have to, as a realist, acknowledge all of the things that you have to do to attain that dream and then actually do them. It's no good being a realist and then say all the things that you need to do and then not go out and do them.
So true. Yes. A lot of people think that idea people are dreamers, right? And that's where the money is.
Yes.
The truth is that, there is a certain segment of the population that are dreamers and are really good at that. Only it's not the dreaming so much as it is the follow-through.
Yes, the follow-through is huge. You can get a huge group of people together who are all dreamers and have their own idea of what a sitcom should be and their own web series idea and their, stand-up jokes. But unless you put all those together and get your ass on stage, who's to know?
Exactly. And, there are so many components to every dream.
Yes.
There really are. And even, sitting here talking to you, putting together this YouTube, it amazes me. I mean, one thing is to do with education and experience. Okay. The other is to have the idea to put this together. The next thing is to have all of the components in order to do so, which you don't actually really even think about. And then on top of that, to to actually be able to know the technology, right? To process the work, to actually get it out there. I have a whole new respect for anyone and everyone that's out there doing podcasts and YouTubes. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an amazing amount of work that goes into this.
Oh, for sure. And it's incredible because I actually worked on a web series about a year ago now, and learning about all of the stuff that you have to do, I had a respect for people who were in the movies and who did things like that, but until I was actually in it, and I not only had to come up with the ideas, but I had to push and motivate the people who wanted to do it to actually work at it and to actually get their butts on track, and then to organize everything, because it was like pulling teeth. It's like pulling teeth to get this dude to just do his own web series. And then at the end of the day, who edited all of 6 episodes? This chick right here. Because not only am I a dreamer, but I'm also a doer. And that's what's really important. That's what got it out there. And even though it's not perfect by any means, it's out there and it's beautiful.
Yes, congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
And if you'd like to have a view of it,
I'll include the link down below.
There you go. Exactly. So I think that it's really important to ask yourself that question, right? Are you a dream builder and grower? Not only for yourself, but for others too? Or are you a dream destroyer?
Yeah.
Right? Do you want to stop it in the tracks because for whatever reason, you just can't envision it?
Yeah.
Allow the vision and just let it go. And something may happen and something may not happen, but the truth of the matter is, it's all a growth experience.
Yep. That's what's most important.
And there you go. We're sitting here and we're growing.
Yes. Like Julia Child likes to say, I'm growing right in front of you. Num, 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 num.
That's what I was thinking. Hopefully not in that way. No. Anyway, thank you so much, Emerald, for having the conversation with me today.
Well, thank you. And thank you for joining us. And if you have a topic you would like us to talk about, please comment down below. Give this video a like, subscribe, stay subscribed, and we'll see you next time.
All right. Bye for now.